Oh, well, I guess this is a vlog or something like that. Don't really know how to like classify it. I just kind of want to talk into the camera a little bit of what's going on and stuff like that. Uh, really don't know. Had some stuff fall back on the movie thing and stuff like that. That's okay. The Gears and Bones Kickstarter went excellent. You can pick all those comics up. Descriptions down below in Comixology. You can also go to GuardianiteComics.com and get physical copies of some of the issues. I'll leave that link down below too. But, I mean, it's one of those things where comics will eat your soul, will eat your heart out. I started to get really depressed, and I guess we're going to talk about a little bit about depression and stuff like that. Why do I keep getting notifications? We're just going to keep rolling. So anyway, I want to talk about the depression and stuff like that, because it really got to me, especially when you pour your heart and soul into something, and it fails. It's really tough. I mean, really, really tough to go through all that. And I don't mean to say because the Kickstarter was successful. I mean, when it fails to find an audience, and it found a small audience, and I'm super grateful for that. It can be disheartening. It almost wants to make you quit, and then you realize why you're making comics, why you're making content, why you do YouTube videos, and why you work in a movie theater. It's because you love those things and you want to pursue those things. And for me, it's wanting to pursue those things and create content and bring joy to other people. And that's the most important thing. And it took me a while to get out of this funk, and I had to take some pills for it. I still have to take the pills for it, and thanks to my sister for getting them for me, because it got to the point where I lost the will to I lost motivation, you could say. I didn't lose motivation to work. I didn't lose motivation to... I started going through the motions, and that's kind of dangerous, I think. I lost the will to create. And that's the hardest thing ever. And I got it back and slowly started getting it back and getting it back and getting it back. Because there was a lot of stuff that has happened too. A lot of stuff in my personal life that kind of bled in and really affected that. And a lot of stress from work and stuff like that, because sometimes you've got to make things work, and sometimes because work pays the bills, I have to do that. And I love doing my job. My mom will tell you she's upset because I won't go off and find another job yet, but it's one of those things where I you know, you try to find that work-life balance. I don't have time for like a social life. I wish I did. But I poured myself into the theater. And it's not like I chose that. It's my fault. There's no other... There's other things at play, and it's hard when you work nights. I love working nights, though. I wouldn't trade it for the world, because I'm gonna be up at night anyway. I'd rather be making money being up at night, and then being tired during the day and making money, and then being up all night. So I'd rather do that, and that's why I do a lot of my comic book writing when I'm off at night and stuff like that. But for the most part, doesn't leave a lot of time to go out and meet people. I go out and hang out with my friend Austin and Zach and Wes from Guardian Knights, and sometimes Apple comes along too. But for the most part, and Joe Renee followed me from the theater to Guardian Knights, which was awesome. I love working with Joe Renee. And my friends at the theater are amazing. My coworkers, my bosses are all amazing. But there's no room for me to go out and kind of meet people. Like, I hang out with my sister sometimes and her boyfriend, and I don't just want to do that. And so sometimes I just sit at home, and I've made professional contacts that I do consider friends and stuff like that. Like Lewis, really cool dude. Like him. It's just, he's got his family, he's got everything situated, he's got stuff to do with them. My friends are all off getting married. And I'm here perfecting wicked fart noises in the shower, doing what I did 20 years ago, playing Pokemon, doing what their kids are doing now. And there's a time and place. I don't obsess over Pokemon or anything like that. I understand. I go to work. I think about work when I'm at work. I try not to think about work when I'm at home. I don't play a lot of video games. When I'm at home, when I'm not doing this or opening the Pokemon packs or talking about movies, I'm sitting on my bed thinking about where to take the story next and what to do next and how to make the story work. And it's hard, especially with Ghost Agents, because I had a 6-issue arc planned out. That was going to be the thing. And I divided it up into 2 parts, Project Valkyrie and Project Icarus. 2 standalone stories, but they're tied together so closely. So I've got to rework the first arc and make the second issue act as a second act and tell a complete story. So that's been the challenge with that. On Echo Chamber, it's been working really close with Zach, and I can't wait to see the pages. Zach's been kicking it out of the park. But it's one of those things where you come down to it, and the depression just keeps dragging me down. Like, not to the point where I want to kill myself. I haven't wanted to kill myself in years, and I don't ever plan on it, because that's the cheap way out. I don't want to take the cheap way out. But eventually, yeah, I would like to start a family and hopefully grow from that. Lose some weight, go to the gym. I have a gym membership. I'm probably going to go tonight and tomorrow. We'll see after we do the test broadcast of the Adrian Anderson show. So I'm not like advertising this vlog. This is something I'm putting up. If you're interested in my personal life or anything like that, it's here. But I don't want to go into too much detail about it, And the depression hit harder in March when a friend of mine, she left and she went back to Africa, But it's all out of my hand. And like I've said in other videos, you just can't win them all. And this is something I just can't win. I don't ever think I'm going to win the battle against depression. I'll win, or the war in depression. I'll win battles. Every day is a small victory. So